Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Fight CPS with your host, Bob Pace. This is a live stream that's brought to you twice a day, 7 days a week. And I've been doing this now for 23 months. Next month will be my second year of continuously talking about the child protection system. Now, uh, it's a system that has a lot of peculiarities to it. Um, who am I? I told you my name, and I too had a CPS case. It's a horrible case. I've lost one of my six children because of it. I gave up my forever home to fight the case, and I've been doing this now for 15 years. Now, I've talked to over 2,700 people from around the world, not only in the United States, but from around the world. And I just now have talked to a total of 25 countries, including the US. Or is it 24 countries? I think it's 24 countries. Um, I just spoke to a new country in the Middle East. So it's 24 countries, and I mean, include the US. And when I say countries, it starts in Indonesia, then Bangladesh, and India, then up to Middle East, to Saudi Arabia, and Iran now. Iran just called in the other day. And then we have Libya. Then over to the continent of Africa, we have Liberia, and then we have Sudan, and then the Republic of Congo, and then we have Rwanda, and then Mozambique, and then the provinces of South Africa. Then we go up to Europe and its United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then it's Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond in North America, it's Canada with its provinces. And then the United States with all 50 states of text to message or called in. Even Washington, D.C. has had a CPS problem that was discussed on. Then we go down to south of Mexico. We go down to Mexico, south of the border. And then further south to South America, we go to north of Brazil on the east coast, which is Grenada. And then from there, the South Pacific, we go to New Zealand and then to Australia with its states. So that is a total of 24 countries. And they all have something in common. We all do. Because we encountered a rogue CPS entity, an entity that is not fair, and you really have to, fight them. Now, I'm on early on the weekends. Today, Vincent has office hours. I think it's at 10 o'clock today. And he is my attorney, and you should listen to him. And he can help your case. He gives a lot of his free time, and I want to thank him for that. I want to thank him for that. Um, it's a hard thing, the CPS, because it stands for the Child Protection System. It's a government agency that was created by Congress, an act of Congress, and formed social services that they form a group of social workers to protect their children from neglect and abuse. From neglect and abuse. It started in 62. It's gone through a lot of revisions and so forth to where its present day form. But it's a hit and miss that you can find a child protection agency that work with you. They always want you to take their court appointed attorneys because they can control them. So you really don't want to. You want a real attorney. And a lot of you say, well, I don't have the money. And I understand that. If that's what you're faced with, I'll help you there too. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm a loving father. I've helped raise 6 children, and I have 43 years of marriage experiences. I also have another 61 years of working. So that's a long time. I have a lot of life skills, and I can help you. I can really help you. Now, one of the ways we get in this room is that we have text messages. You can text a message, either a question or a comment about CPS. Please state your first name, your city or county, and their state. Now, if you're outside of the United States, please list your country. Please list your country. Um, and that helps me a little bit get an understanding where the pockets of CPS is good or bad. Um, Now, a lot of you have been faced with this through no fault of your own. Sometimes it may be a glitch or something there. But it's something that can be worked out. It's something that can be worked out. Um, Let me. Now, the banner that's up there will tell you pretty much what to do when you want to interact with this room. Another way to interact with this room is to send me emoji, smiley face, thumbs up, hearts, or even a star. Please check the follow button. And if you want to know when I'm on, please check the notification button. And this is interactive, so we do take phone calls, and I do have a private group that comes on and talks. They're my guest speakers. And today we have nobody, but you can be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest on my live stream, all you have to do is email me to BP Bob Pace at VincentWDavis.com. It's Bob P at VincentWDavis.com. No dot after the O or the P. There's no dot. But I'm glad to have you be a guest. I can take 9 of you, and you can talk about your CPS case or help others in this room. And it really be a good experience because you're kind of expose everything that's happened to your relatives and family and friends that are listening. Fighting CPS is going to be a very difficult thing if you don't have a qualified attorney. Now, what I mean by that is that attorney has to be schooled and educated in dependency law, family law, and juvenile law. Those are the three areas of law for this matter. And now my shows are twice a day, once in the morning, the weekends at 8 a.m., and the weekdays at 10 a.m. Then every night of the week on at 7 p.m. Those times are giving you a Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time. So you send the email to me, bobp at vincentwdavis.com, and I'll forward it on to my show producer who will send you another email with the link. You copy and paste it into your browser, and you'll be on. And um, I don't, security is kind of hard to figure out here. Okay. Um, I'm looking through my notes. I have my notes in front of me, and I bend my head down to read them. Now we have 7 rooms linked here, and also we have an eighth room, which is YouTube. So we have 7 Facebook rooms and 1 YouTube room, and they're all linked together in the SteamYard application that I'm using that will use um, the. Now we have many questions and ideas by people because I'm not an attorney. I'm a loving father, a husband of 43 years, and I've worked for 61 years. Unfortunately, I laid off in 2010 through no fault of my own and had to close my doors of general engineering contracting. But I'm determined to try to find work. I always have to be work, and it's like when you fight CPS, you use up all your money, and I did that. That's why I sold my home, my forever home. Got the money to pay my attorney to help get 2 of my 3 kids that were stolen by CPS or trafficked into CPS. So I've told you about how to text a message in, and now I've told you about sending an email to be a guest. Lastly, I want to put my phone number on, and my phone number will stay there on to the remainder of the show. That's the number you can call me direct on my office phone. That goes. I have 2 carriers on my office phone. One carrier is a hodgepodge of nothing. The other one is the kangaroos are hiding in the turkey areas. So you don't see the hoofs on it. Okay. So the only rules you have to be careful about being a guest is that we respect everybody in this room. And there's no food or eating or smoking in the room. And also do not use the names of children, judges, or social workers in here. And no profanity. No profanity. Now I have regulars that come in this room and they'll be shortly coming in here, appearing very shortly. They'll be coming on here pretty good time here. Okay, I'm trying to find my phone number. Where did it go? It always seems to disappear. There it is. Oh, my phone number is up. Okay, I'll put my phone number up so that way it tells you my phone's live. You can call me. You can call me. So I'll look forward to your call about anything related to CPS. Questions about how to get your child back together and those kinds of things. Okay. Now, my phone number is up. You can text a message. The other phone number, the 888 number, 6582 is the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. You can call in there to speak to him. You'll first reach the receptionist. When you talk to reception, tell them that Bob Pace sent you. And they know who I am and they will assist you. You can also say, I want to talk to Mr. Davis, and that's fine. I hope you do. And then you want to talk about the emotes on the other menu I got to take you to. And so, with that being okay, hi Bartley. Good morning. What are my rights are about this part of the system? What are your rights? Okay. Well, first of all, Bartley is from Montana. She's a sweet lady, and God bless her. I'm so glad you're here. I've been having a hard time this morning, hard time all night, too. Good morning, Bob. I'd like to know when the court returns. Is my son to my care? The social worker wants to come every week or every other week to do a visit. Could you tell me what they consist of? Well, there's anything that can be possible. Not all things are true, not all things are fair with social workers. But apparently they're upset with you, so they're going to try to come and check on you and your child. Your child should be returned home, and that social worker is setting up your visitation. Okay, my notes now say we need to now move on to my rules. Now, I have 5 rules that I've come up with. And besides calling me, and I'd love to have you, my phone number's on. Let me double check to make sure that's taking calls. And I know Bartley calls me all the time, and that's fine, Bartley. You can call me as much as you want. Um, let me see here. Okay, my phone is on, and we should have a go at this. Okay. Well, your rights are, Bartley, a little different maybe in every state, but your rights are is to family reunification if you've asked it, and you should be going through that to get your child back. Okay, Bartley, I'm looking at my notes about you. Is it true when he returns to my care they have rights to tell them no or do I still like to submit to them? Well, when your case is closed, you should not have to submit to them anymore. In fact, if your case is over, you need to expunge your case so it's not on your record. Now, I don't know what's before you in the court or what your plan consists of. So, I don't know if you're supposed to get X number of dollars. I don't remember. It's like so long ago. So long ago. Okay. Now, when your child's returned, it should be to normalcy. They don't, maybe they'll check in a couple weeks when your child's there, but that should end. All that should be in. And I want to know what the final outcome, what the disposition of your child is, Bartley. It's very important there. It's very, very important. Okay, Bartley's calling in. Great. You're a lifesaver, Bartley. I'm so glad you're calling in.
Oh, good morning, Bob.
Good morning. I'm glad to hear your voice. How you feeling? How's that wound of yours?
This has gotten more purple, but it's not in much pain when I move around because I have to keep moving
Yeah,
my body. So
you do. And if you can put ice on it. It will help somewhat.
right, yep. I used to elevate it, yep, yeah,
And try not
right.
to walk on
But
it.
I've been doing that as I can.
Yeah. So you've been asking me what's going to happen when you return your child. I don't know what the plan will be. That's up to them to draft it. But you want to follow what the court is doing. Okay.
Okay.
What the court tells you to do, the judge, not necessarily the social worker. You got to follow what the judge tells you to do. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
it does. And I probably have to do it myself, I'm sure, but because I did write that to the public defender and told her I wanted the transcripts from June 2nd because what they wrote in that document is totally different than what the judge ordered that day. And she seems to respond with, we can't get the transcripts, or she just can't get them, I guess. And then that is what the judge ordered, but that's not because he said other things, you know.
Right, right.
I don't know. I guess she doesn't want to take the time to do it, but I have not told her that I got the letter yet to submit on her, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm hoping, like I said, I don't have to do that. You know, I really don't want to be that way to anybody. I just want her to do the job she selected in life to do and do it correctly.
Now, can you tell me what do you think is going to happen to your partner? What do they recommend by him? He's going to be taken out of the picture?
I haven't heard anything about him, and they don't even tell me anything about the biological father. And supposedly he has a plan. And when I brought that up on June 2nd, my public defender said, "Oh, he has his own plan." And I was thought, well, don't I get to see it? I didn't say that, but I thought it. And she said, "Well, we're doing ours." I don't know. I don't know if it's trying to be kept secret or what. I'm not quite sure about that part. Last I heard, the biological father said isn't texting me, and I try not to respond unless it's of God. But he said he's trying to move up here to Missoula, which is about maybe 2.5 hours from where I live, drive in Montana.
Wow.
But
Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
No, that'd be a terrible thing. Oh,
Oh,
no. The biological dad is worse than Kelly. Kelly's
oh,
a pretty
okay.
good guy. Dude, he's a good guy to my son. It's just that he treats me, since all this happened over the 5 years and done a toll on, I guess, a wedge or so, whatever happened between me and Kelly. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there about that. All I know is that I'm gonna keep on believing and everything. My son's coming home shortly, and I just gotta keep going, and that's what I do every day. It's nice to be able to have you to talk to as well, and know that there's other people out there that are going through this horrific, thing in their life. This is terrible. I'm just glad that I'm able to, I guess, relate and feel for everybody that comes in this room. And always pray blessings upon you, Bob, because you're doing the job. I'm just a listener.
Well, I'm glad that you think I am because it's hard not, not being that authoritative. I hope that I've given you some good ideas. And
Oh yeah, you do. You do. I'm grateful.
yeah,
I am grateful. I am so grateful. I just want to know that I was thinking, since I haven't heard anything from anybody last week, really, since I've hurt my leg, nobody cares about me anymore, Bob.
well, I care about you. I care about you.
I I know. I meant these. Thank you for that. I just meant these people up here in Montana. They all know, and even Kelly. It doesn't even acknowledge it. Like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Like right now, I could use somebody to carry my trash out for me to the trash dumpster out there.
Yeah.
Something simple like that because of my left foot. That seems like it might be a little difficult for me to do, but so I've been hoping somebody was gonna well to see what happens. I just try to. Well, I don't try to. I do it. I tell the Lord, I surrender to you. I mean, I'm not trying to talk about God again, Bob, but
no. It's all right to bring God into the picture. Okay. I don't want to be anti-God. Don't get me wrong about that.
Yeah.
But the whole show is not about God. It's about our kids, our children.
Right, and I get that. What I'm trying to say about it is when I talk about it is the only reason I'm bringing it up is because this is what's getting me through it, which is this is the Lord, the Holy Spirit, and I know there's other people that it will happen to as well that will go through it and get oh God, what I'm trying to say, Lord, that are like me that feel lonely and that nobody's there, but He's there and He will get you through it if you just believe it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I'm talking about it, because I want others to know that it is possible and He is real and it really works, and we do have supernatural powers. And anyway, thank you, Lord, for that. Help keep me focused here with Bob to taste this show, Lord. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad.
That's part of my story, is the Lord. And I heard that in that man last night. And I think when you asked him, do you have anything else to say to the people out there besides documentation to help them get through it? And I think one of the things he said after you said that was God.
Yeah.
I heard him say that. And I was like, that's neat, because that's right. That's right. And so, anyways. And so I'm just trying to stay focused on all that. And I don't know.
Okay.
Doing things, like dishes and cooking. I mean, because I'm by myself, Bob, so I don't know what to do, sometimes.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, sorry, what?
I know, I don't blame you. I know what it is to have the routine. I go through that all the time. It's a hard thing, especially if you live alone. Now, my two sons have now recently moved out, and so now I just got my wife and I. So, but it's sad because yeah. It's I don't like to talk about CPS. I do enough as 2 hours a day talking about it here.
Oh no, I hear you. But I'll tell you what, I know it means the world to me, and my dad used to say when he was alive, Lisa, if there's anybody or anything you feel in life, there's always somebody else out there that's felt it and gone through the same thing. And the reason why I mentioned that is to you, Bob, is because it's got to be horrible 2 hours a day to do it. And I'm sure, beyond that, you think of it at times, and
yeah,
you're a strong man of God. Okay?
Right. Well, yeah, I just want to make sure that people are aware that these 5 rules that come out will help you in your CPS case. In fact, if I followed those 5 rules, I never would have lost my children. I never would have them gone to the alienation. And I don't think my children would ever divorce. So, going through the high end of what they want to do different about my they want to do different. They want to do something different. They always want to change things on you, and you have to think. It's like a chess game. You never know. You never know.
It's true. It's true. It's like they wrote in. They just told me when that social worker came out the other week. She said, "Hang on." What she say?
Yes, I understand.
Sorry, I got short-term memory loss, Bob. Too. I mean, I'll be talking, and
that's fine. You can regroup. You can regroup.
Okay,
you can regroup.
Okay, I'm just because I'm getting older too, and I'm almost 50, and my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and my other one had dementia. So I'm kind of with Hopefully none of that happens, but that's scary too. Thought I want to learn me about the adult protective services as far as like ourselves. Like, how can I protect myself from that in this world we live in
Well,
today?
the Adult Protective Services, like CPS, allegations will come in that adults being mistreated, being neglect or abuse, and they have to investigate it. So they do investigate Adult Protection Services, and they will
And then
also
what?
go ahead.
They'll take the parents from the children.
No, they take their parents if there's suspected, um, you know, if a parent unexpectedly or excuse me, adult. See, there's two kinds of adults we have to think about. The one that turns 18 that has not gone home to its parents because they don't exist and has no foster care, that youth has got to be taken care of by adult services. Now, what happened was one of my announcers, Daniel Watt, had her child held on by CPS when he turned 18. And it wasn't 2 years later that he finally said, I want to go home. And so he's back with his mother. So you have to be really careful. You have to be really, really, really careful. And with your case, is the criminal matter taken care of?
Okay, this is what I heard last about that was I think I called them the secretary on Monday and told her about my foot, and all I heard is they dismissed all the felony charges and everything, and now how it's being worded is the prosecutor, I'm assuming, is thinking about recharging me. I've never heard this in my life.
Yeah.
Recharging me with just some misdemeanor charges.
Well, they're trying to drag it on, so it's all about money. It's all about money. You know, I'm really sorry to say that.
About money, and then me and my son's love for each other. That's what they're doing too. They're keeping us apart, and that's wrong.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. They shouldn't there.
And I'm a good mom, man. I want to give him another bow back. I love being with him. And everything that he says, I listen. I'm right there and attentive. Where Kelly, he's there listening, but he's on his phone. Yeah. Where I'm focused on my son, and that makes the person feel better, anyways. Like you're listening, and because you want to, and you can look care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after Bob, oh my God. Because I want to know, they did this with each of my kids. Like, I think I heard Curdy say at the beginning of the show that I can have the right to mother to get my record expunged with what they've done.
Well, it depends. Now, if you're found guilty, then you can expunge it, but it'll be after a period of time. I think it's 7 years. I'm not sure on that.
I wonder if they're doing all this, and the people that don't know to do this, and or to tell their children when they're 18 to do that. That if that's a trick, so like I was thinking, if one of my daughters had a baby, and God forbid the system got involved, therefore I couldn't step in as a grandparent and take my grandbaby. Is that what they try to do by doing this?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh my God, Bob.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Yeah, I know.
I hate it when you tell that because I know you're telling me the truth, and then like, whoa, it
Yeah.
just appalls me if they're like that. Oh my God.
It's okay. You just keep your head straight up and you can work through it. You can work through it. But you've not been found guilty, so you can get your records expunged after the case is closed. You need to have a letter from them saying the case is closed and they cannot find any abuse or neglect to you. And once you know that, then all I do is let the room know after hours. Your name, the source.
Another question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just popped in my brain was okay, so when my son comes home in my care, what from my understanding from there will be is that the social worker will come every week or every other week to like check in on us. And then I heard that the biological father, put in a 6-month review, which I think would be in March when that was put in. March of this 2026.
Uh-huh.
And why would you want to do that?
Put in what?
That means they're still going to, huh?
Well, there's going to be a transition period. Mine
Well,
ended
I
in
mean, what, 10
December.
years or,
Mine ended in December.
and how many years did they put you?
Oh, it went from 2015 August to 2017 in July, the 31st.
Oh my God, okay.
It is kind of confusing because the dates can get you confusing. Just call it a separate White House show. Um,
And that's kind of like, what they did before this with my daughter, that's what, I don't know, I just don't understand all this. And I'm just breastfeeding my son, but yet I'm being accused of all these things from my daughter that her friend's mother did to her. And she was saying I did those things to her. I don't know.
well, I know it's hard what you're going through. I really do.
It is hard, it's hard to, I don't know, to try to smile. Well, I do, I am doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not saying I'm trying, I'm doing it.
Uh-huh.
That's what the adversary wants me to think. Oh, I can't, or oh my God, because that's why they threw in this foot thing on me to see what else I could handle. The enemy did this to my foot, to see. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm not trying to knock her down. Well, I'm sorry, I'm still standing. And I say that proudly, and that all the glory of that goes to God that I'm still standing here today.
Oh, good. That's a good message there. Thank you, Bartley. Thank you.
Yeah.
For some of you that just tuning in now, Bartley is a strong woman from Montana that had her partner go bad on her and been trying to undermine her relationship with her boy. And she's trying to get him back. And he's going through abuse too. So Adult Protection Services would pick up the pieces. And I don't know why you could not use them unless he felt it was a danger.
Yeah, well, we all know that they're bad up here because, first when they broke his leg after learning and finding her, so is that they should have immediately, and I even took him out of the foster care with the home he was in.
Uh-huh.
And then, the little things Kelly did, he should have been taken from that too. And here I am, like, just have everything ready for him and want to just be with him all the time. I'm so in love with him. I'm in love with my son, okay? I told my son, he's only, 5, but I said, you're right next to Jesus. Because that's how I love him that much, And he's the neatest kid in the whole wide world to me. But I'm sure all of us feel that way. I mean, that's the way we should, because they're our children and we love them. I mean,
Yes, I agree.
yeah.
Bartley, this so you've not heard from they've not pressed any formal charges on you yet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So,
They do that.
like
They're doing that to just to stress you out, to make you cave in. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, or see if I'll make a mistake or something. I thought of that too.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
But it's not gonna work because we know their game box. We know it. So now that you told me and everything, I know. Plus, I never did anything wrong to begin with.
I agree.
Yes, the house was cluttered. Gosh, I admit that over and over. But no matter how it's decluttered, it is decluttered. Now I just go through a few bins, like organizing clothes and stuff like that, small things. But as far as it looks like a nice home. And just even more, my son got all his school bowling setup. It looks so great. I'm excited,
Yeah, I love the pictures you sent me
Really,
of his classroom you set up for him. You're so sweet. That's such a nice thing you did for them.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I haven't heard anything from Kelly since I saw him off the road that day, but
Right.
yeah,
Well,
so,
it's best that you try not to talk to him. You need a really good, strong support group close to you.
yeah. Well, that's what I have you for, I feel like, you and your show, your platform, and also a couple, well, yeah, two friends at least. I talked to about four, but two of them that are real, I don't know what I want to say by that. Like
You
being there for me more than,
right, right. I agree. I agree.
yeah. I don't want to feel like a bother to people,
Oh, you
Like,
don't. You don't. You
like,
don't. It's important for you to
okay,
talk. It's important that you talk.
okay. Well, I mean, like, even the department, they know I hurt my foot. It's like, and it's like, it's okay, I guess, that it's not okay, really, that nobody can be kind and, is there anything you do to help you with your foot, or can I take your trash out for you? Just a little example, like, on my end, but, and then, anyways, I woke up this morning, starting to get chilly up here in Montana, Bob.
Is it? Well, you're northern part of the
Yeah,
states, and that's where it gets cold.
yeah, that's where I'm at. I live, my dad always said we live in the great Northwest, Big Sky, Montana, God's country. And that's where I am.
Yeah.
I'm at the top north side, but, northwest.
Right.
With all the mountains and everything. Like, you got the ocean, I got the mountains to look at,
Well, I have the mountains too, because where I live, you can see the snow in the mountains, and within a couple hours, you can be skiing in the morning and surfing in the afternoon.
Wow, that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's only an hour drive to closest ski slopes, and you can see the snow in the mountains. So it is pretty impressive.
That is neat, yeah. I like that out here too. In July, you'll see snow out still on the very tips of the mountains. It's pretty neat too. Yeah. But what I was going to say about that is, it just popped in my brain, is I'm applying for the program for the heating assistance out here. And they all know it. And the lady I talked to on the phone, I didn't tell her I had a case or nothing. She said, she was real nice too. She goes, just let you know, if you have an open case in the department, all they have to do is call us, and you are on the waiting list, but they can bump your name to the top of the list if you have
Okay.
an open case.
Okay.
And they know that, but yet they haven't done nothing about it yet.
Oh boy, that's tough.
So that's why I thought I'll make a list soon before the 7th of October to tell the attorney to, that's the only thing mentioned, because, so the heating's on properly, they're going to replace the furnace and everything because it don't work. And, I just don't want that to be a hindrance, which I don't think it will be, but I'm assuming, since she brought up finally that we're going to ask for him to be returned to my care, I know that means they're still going to be in the picture. That's fine.
Yeah.
But, by then, they should be, okay, now I need help with the heating the situation here, guys. Let's get the program rolling.
Right.
You guys would do it they would do it for the foster people, but here, I'm just trying to care for him and protect him from people like you. That's what's sad about this. I mean, I don't like the part where they do the visitation thing when they come to your house, because they act all friendly to your child. You're trying to, befriend them when they're not good people, and it makes me sick. And then I got to tell him about the world, until he put him in that public school. That really disappointed me. And telling me things like, well, he likes it. Well, I'm sure he does. But you know what? He'll like homeschooling too, because he gets to play with the kids. Same homeschooling you do too, because I'm on all the Sanders County online homeschooling group here in my town or my city. downtown, when they do things, they get together,
Yes,
it's not like
yes.
he's going to be isolated.
No, no, you're right. You're right.
And I thought it was really great when I found out from you that on your show I learned that even though in the departments in your life you have right to their education and health, and no matter how much I tell them that, they will write back and say that is not true, and I will write back that is a lie, period. And that's all I say. And they know that I've been educating myself, and knowledge is power. And they are really, like, I want to say, PO'd, pissed off that, I am educating myself and that I am doing the right thing and that I love my son, and like they're angry about it. Maybe, because maybe they don't have another case because the one attorney said there's only 2 cases in this whole little county I live in. There's only 5,000 people in the county I live in. So it's very small. Very small compared to like Betty Joe. I think Betty Joe's up in Libby. And that's a lot bigger compared to where I am, even though that's not that big.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I know you do. You're great. You're great.
Yeah.
Anybody else on here yet? No one else yet.
No one else yet. Tony comes in at the tail end of my show. Tony the Tiger from Brooklyn,
Okay.
from Otsego County, New York. But
Nice.
it's nice when I
Well,
talk
how's that,
to
man?
when I talk to 2,700 people. It's really nice of the flavor that's given me to talk.
Right. I'm just trying to think how to word this question about the adult protective system. Is okay. Let's see. I would say it this way: is me and my mother don't have a connection, and that's okay. That's her choice. But anyways, about that part is I did happen to look up her name recently, a few months ago, and I seen her name was on an adult protective list and saying that she something about $20,000. And could you tell me what that means? Did she like try to take care of a family member and stole $20,000 from them, or what is it? Are you there?
Yeah, yeah. My
Okay.
notes
Yeah, why don't you
slipped.
tell me what
My
that?
notes
What
slipped
is that?
underneath. My notes slipped underneath my keyboard. I'm trying to pull it out. It's
I
hard
gotcha. No.
because I
Yeah.
use a
Like I
laptop
never.
and I have my notes here about you and other people in my room, and I want to make sure that I cover everything. We have 5 people in this room right now, or a little bit probably more than that. We have 4 from the YouTube CPS defense attorney Vincent Davis, and then we have 1 from juvenile dependency, and we also have his office hours today. That's one of the reasons why I'm early on, because his office hours about 10 o'clock, where they'll bring the jets for flyover. That's what they'll give you. That's what they'll do. But
What is this about?
the flyover I'm talking about is something they do here where I live, where once a year they'll have all these jets, all these old time jets things comes over. It's a day at the beach.
Uh-huh.
And it's supposed to be something for the family and your kids. The kids get a big kick out of it. And my kids miss it. They really do, because they used to do it all the time.
It was like once a year they did this.
Yeah, they keep doing it. Yes, yes.
Oh.
It's amazing where I live. I get so many nice things that happen here.
Oh. Well, that's great. That's wonderful then.
I'm looking at my time and it says 8:58. You know what that means? That means my show ends in 2 more minutes. It's very, very delightful to have you talk to me on your day off, Bartley. I mean, imagine every day it's a day off, but Saturday is a weekend, and most people have a day off to watch football or they go surfing or to go with your friends, to go hiking or whatever it may be. But it's a time to be with our children. That's the most priceless thing. We miss doing things with children. You were so elated last weekend to talk about your child giving him a bath, a bubble bath. That was so nice you to
Yeah.
share that with me. And I know that you had a good time with it. I know he did too. And so it's important that they stop bouncing children away. A child should not be taken from your home unless they are in danger. It should not be a regular SOP that as soon as they hear a complaint, they can march in the house, march in the yard, and march in a cigarette. Um, now, what day is that court date, Bartley?
On the 7th.
Okay, the 7th. I got one on the 24th. I got a court date too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is a good thing.
Well, it's
For
about
you.
some silly parking tickets. Most of my tickets have been dismissed, but apparently I had a new hearing officer on the last batch and they didn't want to dismiss it, even though I have a case that could be dismissed. So that's not fun. That's not fun at all there. But anyway, I want to thank Bartley for calling in and sharing me about her woes and with her son, how she wants to get back. And we prayed together. Bartley is one of my family members, one of my longest family members from Montana. I don't know where the rest of my family members are, but that's okay. I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. Tonight at 7 p.m. So please keep fighting and bring your children back. Keep fighting. Do not give up. And you will see your child. You will see your child. It just takes time, and that's the hardest thing to do with. But hang in there. I'm behind you. Come to me for support. Now, I want to thank you all, and I'm going to show a short video at the end of my presentation. It's a good video, puts you in good spirits. And so, with that being said, I think it's time for me now. Oh, one thing I'm going to do is take down my phone number and put up the Department of Doge. It's the Department of Government Efficiency, and that's at the federal level. So if it doesn't work out at the county level or the state level, that's where you go to at the federal level. You contact them. They have a website, find all about them, and they have two phone numbers that are working numbers in Washington, D.C., and then they have their um, program that's the Edge, what they talk about and so forth. But so with that being said, I want to thank again Bartley. I'm signing off for today. After the show, I'm going to take a long nap. I am so tired; it's really hard. But God bless you, Bartley, and good luck with you. This is Bob Pace and Bartley signing off. I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last ones left. Put your faith in